Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka, I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 28 of the year 2024. And this is from the 8th till the 14th of July. Moon's ingress is the most important when we're talking about the weeklies. And Moon is going to be moving into 4 signs of Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra this week. A very important transit is happening, that is Mars ingress in the sign of Taurus, the practical and the determined sign of Taurus, ruled by Venus. Venus is luxury, love, romance. When Mars is there, it actually aggravates all of these energies. So the ones who are having the dasha of Mars or who are having a connection with Venus or Venus's dasha, so definitely this transit is going to impact you even more. Otherwise, all the transits do impact us some way or the other. But heavily impact is when we are in the dasha of the particular planet, when the planet is ingressing in a particular zone. And the time zones, of course, you have to change the time as per your zone, because I use India New Delhi timings whenever I'm discussing my transit videos. And I do incorporate all the readings, like consolidated ones. Whenever there is a transit position happening in the sky, it definitely has a lot in store. And definitely whenever a planet is transiting Cancer sign specifically, it has even more connection with Moon. So it's sort of an exchange whenever Moon is transiting that lord's, that particular planet's house also. So it's something which is a little tricky, little technical, but still it is very important to know your transits your way. And I've already done a video, a short video. I posted it a couple of days back, wherein I've shown how you should actually see the transits the right way. So please do refer to that video as well. So let's start and see how the predictions for all the 12 signs are. So I'll be sharing the North and the South Indian charts with you. And you should put up your chart on any of the softwares, especially when you're looking at your chart, you need accuracy, then you should see Drik Panchang. That is one of the best softwares I've ever used. And I use this software. Obviously, this is not free of cost, so I will not recommend. Jagannath Hora is also a very accurate and a free app, or we can say free software where you can put up your chart as well. Put in your date of birth, place of birth, and time of birth, and you will get these kind of charts, and you will know what Kshatriya Dasha you're in. So this is how it is important when you see the Dasha also. So I use the transit positions as per ascendant, moon, as well as Dasha sign wise. So Dasha sign is very important. You must see as per that as well. I've done a video, as I said, to know what the Dasha sign means. And whenever you have any problem related to any planet, you should do the donations. I prefer donations because that's the best remedy to do. And this is Vedic astrology. I use the sidereal zodiac, not the tropical one. So let's see how the transit positions this week are as regards to ascendant moon dasha for Aries natives. For Aries natives, moon is going to be transiting your, one second. Moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, 6th, and lastly the 7th house. And Venus is already there, shifted on the 7th itself. Venus transited through the sign of Cancer, and Moon also transited the very same day there. So this is going to be a very positive time period to make any kind of shifts. If you have to move, relocate, if you have to redo your place where you are, buying, purchasing of property, buying, purchasing of vehicle, maybe you will be taking your car to the garage if it is not doing well. So you need to just get it okayed, So this is the time period. It's in trine to Rahu. There can be some confused state of mind as regards to your family members, whatever decision you want to make. There can be some confusion there. In your maybe perspective also towards your relations, you might have some kind of sourness, or we can say some kind of bitterness you can go through. And it brings about a lot of confused state of mind also if you're making any decisions. I should buy this property or not. Oh, I must put up this kind of a panel, a wall panel, or the rafters or whatever you are putting up. So maybe you're putting up a wallpaper, so you are having a lot of confusion because there is lot many of options right in front of you. Also, this moon is now waxing moon. It is the Shukla Paksha moon because it is out of sun's combustion. So moon is gaining energy. Whenever there is a Shukla Paksha or Krishna Paksha, your readings change. And whenever I'm doing the reading, it is always as regards to Shukla Paksha moon or Krishna Paksha moon. The reading will change completely. So here moon is gaining strength. So remember, when moon, this cycle, till the time moon is in Sagittarius sign, we have a full moon over there. Moon is strong. So the moment moon moves into Capricorn next, in a couple of days, in a couple of weeks' time. So this moon is going to be in waning motion. So you must actually, be careful about your health whenever moon is waning, mental health, especially Krishna Paksha. Also, we have moon transiting through on the 9th and till the 11th. So this moon was on the 8th in the Cancer sign, and then moves into Leo sign, your 5th house, on the 9th till the 11th, and is going to be right opposite Saturn, which is retrograde. So this is going to bring about some clarity about your relationship, about your communication with others, and your creativity as well. You might just be making some positive changes in your perspective, in your persona, and how you look at the things around you, people around you. Also, your perspective towards your relationship, your romance, that might change. You might just be meeting somebody who is going to be very mature and sensible, will be guiding you through. So take the help and advice of that person. As regards to children, you might be making some changes. Maybe you're going to be buying something for them, redoing their room. For student natives, this is a good transit for you because you are going to be making some positive changes in your education plan. Maybe you're going to be going to the foreign land because the Lord of your 6th and the 3rd are is Mercury and is going to be transiting your 4th house. Good time to pick and choose your subjects that you want to. Also, there is a positive change that is coming in your life, a very important one, because Mars is during this time period, this week, because Moon is going to be forming a connection with Mars in trine also. Mars is going to be, especially till the 12th of July, going to be in the Taurus sign, and where Moon exalts. So Moon's position is very important whenever any graha is transiting Taurus sign. So that means when Jupiter and Mars are forming a connection with each other. See, people are saying it's a Yukta Yoga. Somebody told me today also that it's a Yukta Yoga. Yukti Yoga is whenever there are 2 planets in any house. That is a Yukti Yoga. But it is a good yoga. It's a Raja Yoga. Why? For Aries natives, because Mars's position is getting it's getting in dignity because Jupiter is friend, the Bhagesh, the luck lord, is also there with him. So this is going to be a very positive time period to make decisions regards to your finances. You'll grow financially. You'll be actually, making some positive changes in your perspective. Also, you're going to be, it's, a transformative, energy is going to be there. You'll be really transformed with this kind of a transit. And also for foreign travels, for investments, this is a good time period. For handling other people's accounts, that's a good time period. Also, maybe, you have to visit some for dental issues. You can be going 2nd house Mars, but Jupiter is there. We must understand. So it might just be bringing about some issues related to gallbladder, to liver. So you need to take care of all of that as well. Mind your speech, mind your tongue. Don't be too rash. Don't be too harsh. And lastly, Moon will be on the 12th and the 13th in your Virgo sign. So that's the time period when you have Ketu here. Jupiter is looking here as well. So this might just bring about some relief in your pain that you're going through. The pain could be because of your colleagues. The pain could be because of your lot of workload. Pain could also be because you're gymming a lot, and with Mars also in trine to Ketu. So this is also Pisach Yoga, actually, So you need to be taking care. You need to be taking care of your health, simultaneously. Thankfully, Jupiter is looking so not to worry about it. Too much of fear mongering is happening, so I don't like it actually. If it is giving you trouble, any graha, definitely it is from my side, I'll be sharing. But if it is not, then we must also see the positive aspect of it. So Jupiter is a big time saving grace, so it will protect you in case you have any litigation, loans, etc. You'll be able to pay off this week. And any kind of relationship issues you are suffering with, this might just bring you about some relief. If you are thinking of a divorce, your partition, you're just thinking of getting away from each other, separative tendencies, so you will get relief. It could be that you're in a very toxic relationship, so you need a break and you need to separate for a while. So that is also quite likely that you want to understand each other. Let's part ways for some time temporarily and then come back together. So that is also quite likely. Also, as regards to your children, your relationship, this might just trigger some new relationship, partnership, business, etc. as well. Just be careful while traveling this week. In case you have no choice, then you must take care of your, everything should be intact. You should take good care of your belongings, your passport, visa, etc. This is also a good period to get your PR visa as well, in case you're looking for one. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your third, fourth, fifth, and sixth houses. Okay. So these are actually good positions for moon also. So you will gain all the strength that you require for making major decisions on the 8th. Suppose you have any presentation or you have any write-up or you want to publish your book or you want to just write poetry or something which is very creative. Venus is already there in the Cancer sign. So this is a good time period. Whenever moon is transiting Venus's signs like Taurus or Libra, there will be an exchange for 2 quarter days. Whenever moon is transiting Gemini, that is second house of yours or fifth house of yours, there's a partial exchange. There's an exchange, not partial, but exchange between Mercury and moon. So we must actually make the best use of these transits for making good amount of money. Maybe you'll be thinking and planning your future as regards to investments. You're going to be booking your plot, your real estate, some house, land. Those kinds of things are also getting triggered this week. It's really good on the 9th and the 9th and 11th, especially, if you want to make any kind of decisions as regards to your job, your profession, there can be some change that can happen as well. And this is a waxing moon. So this is a good week for you to make certain decisions related to your children. Very important time. You must pay attention also. Maybe they're going to be changing their stream of education, their courses, they're going to be joining something during this period, especially on the 12th, 13th. So make right kind of choices and decisions and you are good to go. So that's why the heads up. Just take care of your health when it comes to your lower abdominal region this week. Also, you might be just, getting connected with your uncles, aunts this week and sort out your financial issues. You need some help, they'll guide you through. Take the help. Some guests are coming home and it might be a little irritable for you. You did not expect them and you're very busy. So something like that can also happen. But surely a very positive time period for the ones who are looking for a job change, for purchasing of property. When Mars transits through your first house, you can be a little wild, you can be a little aggressive. Use your aggression towards right things. Sometimes what happens, we want to do certain things, but we are not able to. So we get irritable. We get very irritated and we get little agitated also from within. So what happens, if you're not getting that kind of right choices or you're not able to do it, so you should seek your elders. This is the time because Mars is going to be with Jupiter. Jupiter is guru-like figures. You will have that kind of leverage also. You will get that. So you must have actually, make the best use of this. Mars is ingress in the first house. Being the ruler of the 8th house, Jupiter is in the Lagna. So you can have some health issues also. They might just aggravate. So you have to take care of your health. Undoubtedly, It's a time to get married because the seventh lord is being aspected by seventh lord. Okay. So this is something which is going to be giving you a lot of strength and energy or courage to propose the person you're looking for or you're dating. So this is a good time. Also, Saturn is in retrogression and is definitely going to be triggering some new business proposals for you. In case you want to go for any change in job or profession, you want to travel overseas, this week is a very conducive week. Make the best use of it. Especially on the 14th of July, you might just have to take care of your health, as I said. You just go in for some fitness routine. That's the best thing to do. If at all you're looking for a change in your fitness regime or dietary regime, you can do that as well. You look very beautiful somehow, on the 14th, you will find yourself, you will love yourself. That's something that everybody should do actually every day. You should love, respect yourself. That's something which will keep you going, right? Not the subscribers, numbers, they're just numbers. How about the quality of people who are getting connected to you? Are they pulling you down or are they pushing you up? Are they lifting you up? So I am very proud to be the part of YouTube community, 33K subscribers. I'm not those kinds who will get influenced or happy by the views, and I keep going. I keep doing my karma. The rest is all his. Okay. So enjoy your week, and it's really a good time period. So make the best use of these energies rather than, getting bogged down by the external forces. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your second, third, fourth, and fifth houses this week. So it's a good transit for you, a good week for you to start with, because Moon is going to be in the second house and it exalts in the second house. It's forming a connection with Mercury and Venus. So you're going to be making some major decisions as regards to your finances. Good time to grow. Also, there is a possibility of foreign journeys, foreign travels this week, especially on the 8th of July. If you have to, then you should actually make right kind of choices. Maybe, because from Moon, Saturn is in the 8th house. So this might trigger some health issues also. Health issues related to your dental region or your lower abdominal region or feet region. So you have to take care. Otherwise, it's good for financial growth. 9 to the 11th is a good time period for making decisions as regards to your siblings. Maybe you're going to be discussing certain important things regards to inheritance or regards to your, sending them to overseas places. Or if they are overseas, they might just take your consent for signing some documents. Before signing the documents, you must actually reread them. There is a strong possibility that you can make some wrong, some mistakes, some wrong choices. Seek the help of the guru or your mentor. He'll guide you through. Some short journeys can be a little cumbersome. You can feel a little tired, maybe, you're too exhausted. You're moving, shifting, moving to another place. You're traveling. Long distance journeys are there. So you might just feel a little tired. So take some rest. It's advisable. Otherwise, you'll be burnt out and you will not be doing anything for a few days. So take rest and you'll be fine. You're good to go. On the 12th, 13th, Moon is going to be forming an exchange with Mercury. Mercury is going to be in Moon sign and Moon is going to be in Virgo sign ruled by Mercury. So this exchange is actually not that good for changing the stream of your profession or your education, because Mercury is spotted in the 4th house now and Moon in the 2nd. But it is good for the family reunion. You might just call your friends home. You can be a little emotional also on this day, especially on the 12th and the 13th. So it's good sometimes to, break and sometimes to vent your feelings. Maybe you'll be connecting with your mother and speaking about what you're going through or pouring your heart out. So just get connected to mother life figures. And also On the 14th, moon is forming an exchange with Venus, because moon is going to be in Libra and Venus is in Cancer sign. So they both are forming a connection. So this might be a very romantic or a very emotional moment that you'll be experiencing, especially on the 14th of July with your partner, your current relationship, or maybe, your ex relationship comes in and just tries to emotionally blackmail you. So you have to be really careful about this. With children also, you can be very emotional. You might just be talking more on certain important aspects of life, how they can pick and choose their subjects, or how, they can do the job, which area or arena would be favorable for them. So you're going to be discussing very seriously all of these with your children also. They need your help. They need your support. So do support them. Also, moon is going to be in exchange with Venus. So this might just bring about new relationship in your life. Mars is going to be transiting your 12th house, and Jupiter is already there. Jupiter being the ruler of your 7th and the 10th house, and Mars being the ruler of your 11th house, is going to be giving you a lot of avenues opening for you overseas. If you already are overseas, somebody told me that you don't mention when somebody is already overseas. So this is a good transit for you. You'll be really, doing well in your profession. You will be sorting out your relationship. You'll be working on your relationship seriously now. This will bring about aggression also, but at the same time, you will be making right kind of decisions, not in impulse, but you will be making right choices now. So in case you're having any kind of confusion right now, maybe at the place of work, maybe in your business, so you will get that clarity. And the support system is going to be there, whatever you're looking for. So that's something which is very, very positive. All right. So have a good transit, and Mars is going to be giving you a lot of strength, because Mars exalts in your 8th house and is going to be in your 12th. So this is going to be giving you some new avenues opening as regards to your consultancy. Maybe you are in an astrologer yourself, so you'll be doing really well. Foreign connections are going to trigger. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. For Cancer natives, this week moon is going to be in your 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses. First house transit generally makes you very emotional, or you can say that very nurturing kinds, very possessive about the people around you in relationships, about your own self also. Sometimes what happens, we do feel, we want to do so many things, many things, but we are not getting that kind of, that kind of channelizing of energies. So moon, makes you feel very, very confused also. Moon waxes and wanes. And this is a Shukla Paksha moon, by the way. So this is good for you. But at the same time, what happens when you are having moon over your 1st house, you take good care of your relationship. You understand others better, or maybe you're doing for others. On the 8th, you will be experiencing that kind of a feeling. And you will be really doing well at the place of work also. You're going to be doing things with wholeheartedly, I would say. Because now, after the 12th house new moon, now you're gaining that strength suddenly. It's a waning moon after all. Waxing moon. So it is going to give you that kind of energy. And some new avenues will be opening up. You'll get clarity. Moon transits through your 2nd house on the 9th, 10th, and 11th. It's a Leo sign after all. So you're the leader. So leader at home, maybe you'll be making some important decisions as regards to your finances. Someone in the family is traveling overseas, so you're going to be helping them. You're going to be discussing some major projects, maybe, really as regards to your profession or your business. So you're going to be really very serious in your decision making now. Decisions as regards to your finances, as regards to your family. You might just go and take your delegates out for entertainment sake, or dining out with your family. Could be there, but you have to take care of your digestive system. It can go for a toss. So eat right. Don't overeat. Moon will be transiting your 3rd house. That is on the 12th and the 13th. and it's conjunct Ketu. But remember, there's an exchange between Moon and Mercury for 2 days. This is a very good time period to make any communication decisions, signing of agreement, signing of a document, disposing of your property, buying another one. And maybe, you're going to be very bold and courageous, and you'll be now making some important decisions. Could be because you were having some inhibitions or some kind of wrong information. Now you will get that clarity. So make those time periods your favorable ones. You can make them your favorable ones. So in case you have to sign any documents, you want to start any startup, you want to start your journeys, the travels, any kind of presentation you want to make. So this is a good time period, especially on the 12th and the 13th. Mercury is in dignity here when there's an exchange for 2 days. So this is going to be bringing about a lot of communication with people, because Ketu is keeping you away from communication. Mercury is not. Mercury is asking you to communicate. Don't keep things to yourself. Maybe you will have some kind of complication or misunderstanding with your siblings, your neighbors, your friends. So you need to just overlook and move on and just try to guide them, or just ignore them for a while, especially for a while. That is what the detaching Ketu does in the 3rd house. So that way it is good. And being the ruler of your 1st house in the 3rd house, definitely it's a 3-11 relationship, isn't it? So you'll be in that win-win situation. So use that. Lastly, on the 14th, Moon is going to be in your 4th house. And here, this is going to be triggering many things now, because Venus is in exchange to this place. Moon and Venus are forming an exchange because Moon is in Venus's sign and Venus is in Moon's sign. So there's an exchange for 2 days, another 2 days, that is starting from 14th of July. So this will bring about some major changes, overhauling at the home front, purchasing of vehicles, purchasing of property. You'll be making some important decisions at the place of work. You can be very emotional at the place of work. Maybe there's a partner, you're in relationship with that person. So you have a small argument with that person. So you feel a little low and out. So just keep calm. Communication is the key rather than just shutting it off. Okay. And also redoing your place would be a good idea, especially if you want to start on the 14th, 15th, 16th. So next week or so, we'll be carrying it forward. So it's a good time period. Mars is leaving your 10th house and is going to be in your 11th. Now here, Jupiter being the ruler of your 9th house, being the ruler of your 6th house, is conjunct the ruler of your 10th, which is your Yogkara Graha, that is 5th and the 10th house. So Jupiter is in dignity here. If there is a support of Mars, so you will definitely get the support of your friends. Or friends will become very matured and seasoned and will be helpful. They will just guide you through the community you move around in, especially. You might just get that support from them, that advice that you really need. Maybe you're going the wrong way. They'll guide you through. Don't. There can be some friends who are going to be very aggressive, but they're going to be by your side. Maybe, there's a road rage and you're calm, but the friend is shouting and yelling on the other person. That can also be there. So wisdom will prevail, but you might just guide that friend of yours to stay calm, dear. It's okay. It's not a big deal. So that kind of a thing. If somebody is yelling, shouting, you're not liking it. So you're just trying to pacify them, calm them down. But remember, you have latent anger, as it is Cancers have their latent anger issues, because their Yogkara Graha is Mars, Mangal. You must recite Hanuman Chalisa every day, but you should give a break also, because Hanuman Chalisa, if you are reciting continuously, that actually gives you trouble in your relationship also, because Hanumanji was brahmachari, okay, celibate. So you need to be careful about all these things also when you're doing the prayers. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. For Leo natives, this week Moon is going to be in your 12th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd houses. 12th house transit is not considered to be that good for Moon, because, here Venus exalts 12th house and Mercury debilitates. But Moon is a very emotional one here, because it's in the water sign actually. And for Leo natives, Moon is going to be making you very emotional, especially on the 8th. You will be in that isolation zone. I don't want to meet people. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. maybe, you're going to be doing things which are going to be keeping you away from people. You're working really hard, long hours. So you're just in that isolation zone. Moon exalts in your 10th house. So this might be making your connections even stronger overseas. Or if you are already in the overseas, you will make some important connections, business deals. Some investors will be actually helping you out. You have been waiting for that to trigger, and it'll. So it's that kind of a time period where you will be doing many things in isolation, but don't get depressed. Thankfully, Mercury and Venus are there. So it could be that you will be spending some money on the female counterparts. There can be a dual relationship in your life. Maybe you're already married and there's an extramarital relationship. It can be coming into limelight. So you have to be careful about those energies at least. Moon is going to be transiting your first house on the 9th and the 11th until the 11th. So now this is the time period, and now Moon is also the waxing moon. It's a Shukla Paksha moon. So you will have a lot of emotions attached to your practicality. And this is going to give you some kind of, nurturing nature of yours might just aggravate. Don't do this, or you'll get hurt. Children, maybe, you're just too much into children. Leos are actually, like that. They're very nurturing kinds. They're very caring kinds, any which ways. But when it comes to solitude, or when it comes to self-centric approach, also it's a king after all. So at times they become very self-centric and they don't even realize it. Okay. Ketu is transiting your second house. Any which ways, you should be very careful about your dental issues. You should be careful about what you speak. It can be really piercing at times. Others can get hurt. So all that you have to take care. But when Moon is in your first house, you're going to be very caring, nurturing. Saturn is looking here. So you will make some practical decisions also as regards to your marriage, as regards to your work. You can be traveling. This can be that, you're going to be getting that kind of, promotion that you have been waiting for. It will trigger some new job prospects as well. Moon is going to be forming an exchange with Mercury for 2 quarter days, starting from 12th to the 13th night. So this is the time period where, you will have major connections as regards to your friends, etc., or your relationship. You might just be able to decipher who's who. Okay. And Moon is going to be in your 12th. If we switch places on the 12th, 13th, we can say that there will be some expenditure on your anything that you want to buy. Could be just an impulsive purchase, or maybe we say stress purchasing, when we want to de-stress ourselves, so we shop. So that kind of a shopping can also take place during this time. So be careful. Also, speech, communication, documentation, you have to be careful on the 12th to the 13th. No PR, visa, etc. Don't apply. If you want to, of course, if you don't have a choice, that's a different story altogether. You will have to be doing it. But if at all there is a possibility or choice that you get, that you can postpone these kind of things, which are very important applications. So you should actually avoid 12th and the 13th. Okay. On the 14th, Moon is going to be forming an exchange with Venus. Is going to be in the Libra sign. So here, Libra, sun debilitates. So the ruler debilitates here. So you might just be having some complication in making decisions. Complication or restrictions, or maybe, you're in impulse, you make wrong decisions. Traveling can be a little cumbersome. You can have issues. And it's better that you convey what you want to, whatever you're going through inside, rather than keeping it to yourself. With authorities, with the co-workers, with your family members, with your peers, siblings, just convey. If at all you are having any kind of, rigidity, that will not help you. So you need to be flexible. You need to take the advice and help from those people who are going to be helping you also in future. Okay. Okay, so that's what. And then Mars is going to be leaving your 9th house, your Bhagya house, and is going to be transiting your 10th. So whenever Mars is in the 10th house, you should see the position of moon also. Mars is your yoga karagraha. It is a beautiful transit for you, any which ways. If you want to shift out from the place where you are, if you want to buy, purchase property, if you want to grow in your profession, career, this is a good time period. And when this Mars transits on the 12th of July, moon is going to be in Virgo sign, right in trine to this Mars. So very good for getting a proposal from your workplace, for an elevation. You will get that application, or you will get that you have been promoted. You will get that email in your inbox. You check. So some kind of important and very, big and good news can come in for you, which is going to be giving you a big smile or making you happy. And Jupiter is, as it is transiting here, being the ruler of your 8th house. So this has given you some upheavals. There are certain commitments people are making and they're not giving you the money, or they're not sticking by the commitments. So it's like a slip between the cup and the lip. You're trying to do things, you're not able to. So that kind of a situation is already there. With Mars transiting here, it's going to pacify and nullify, I would say, quite a lot, many negatives. So you don't have to worry. All right. So this is what is this week looking like. And Rahu is there in the 8th house of yours to take care of your health. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. Somebody's asked to make it longer for Virgo readings. Okay, I'll stick to that, I think. I'll try doing that. Okay. So for Virgo natives, moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses. Whenever moon is in the 11th house, remember there are fluctuations in the market trends for 2 quarter days. So 7th, 8th July, I've done already this video. On the 8th of July, moon is going to be in your 11th house. As it is, I've seen for Virgo natives, there are movable rashis in their 11th and the 2nd houses. So they always have some kind of issues in their finances. Savings deplete, or they are fluctuating. Your earnings also are not that fixed kinds. As it is, you have dual signs rising, in your kendras also. The pillars, the 4 pillars, which are just going to be helping you make that building or that house that you want to in future. So 4 pillars, 6, 9, 12, 3, as you can see here. So they are going to be actually a little shaky with this kind of because they are dual signs, right? So we have to see the condition of Mercury. We have to see the condition of Jupiter. Jupiter is in your 9th house. And when moon is transiting your 11th house, this might just bring in new proposals also from the maybe distant places, or maybe with through your friends, the community you move around in. But you will get that help that you're waiting for. It is going to be fluctuating because this is a waxing moon. So it's definitely very positive for you to communicate with your friends, meet them, discuss your finances, discuss your relationship, and your older siblings, maybe, you'll be connecting with as well. Moon is going to be in your 12th house on the 9th, 10th, 11th. So this is the time period you might just travel overseas, or if you are overseas, you will get very emotional about your motherland, your homeland, your birthplace. You can go a little emotional. You can go a little depressive also. So you must journal. The best remedy is to journal. Don't have fixations, because it's a fixed sign rising in the 12th house. Don't have fixations. Maybe you're working too long hours, too stretched. So you need to take a break. You need to really work on yourself, okay, on your rest. You can dream about water. Water is money. So you will get money this week. Moon is going to be in Virgo sign on the 12th and the 13th, and it's going to be in trine to Jupiter and conjunct Ketu, of course. So when moon is in conjunct Ketu, remember there is a lot of anxiety you people will go through till the time Ketu is there. But thankfully, there's an exchange between Mercury and moon here, because Mercury is in moon sign, and moon is going to be in Mercury sign on the 12th and the 13th. So this will be a good time period to communicate your mind, speak with others, what you really want. You can go a little spiritual also during this time, little, detached. You're feeling that, you're not, you can get into the depth and the detail of everything. So make the best use of it. Thankfully, that anxiety, that fear, the trauma that you're going through from a long time, you will not be experiencing, especially this week and the next week also. So it's good. It's definitely very positive for you. Be nurturing, be caring. If you're a nurse, it's a good time period for you. Healthcare industry, very good. Okay. Just don't isolate yourself too much. Be little conversant. You have to be communicative. Only then the others will get to know what you really want. Moon transits your second house on the 14th, and there's an exchange between Venus and Moon. Not to forget that. So this, for 2 quarter days, whenever there's an exchange, there will be some financials, they will be fluctuating, or you will be meeting those kinds of people who will guide you through. Your family members, you will be meeting those kinds of people now. You trust. So you will be able to go in for mutual funds, crypto, anything to do with share market, share trends. You must study that. You'll really do well. Okay. But financially, you must understand that you're inherently, you have that expenditures are more than the earnings. So you need to actually balance things out from now itself, rather than just ignoring these facts. Okay. And Mars is going to be from your 8th house transiting your 9th. So this is again a very positive thing which is happening. And Jupiter is already there in your 9th house. So being the ruler of the Kendra, 4th house, 7th house, 8th house, and 3rd house, these 2 planets are coming in the Kendra. So this is going to be giving you a lot of upliftment in your philosophy, in your understanding about the higher realms. You're going to get deeper into your higher sciences, higher learnings. If you're an astrologer, it's a beautiful time period. You will really flourish, and the consultancy part, you will be really doing well. You'll be counseling people. Mars is going to be, lastly, let me finish this. Lastly, Mars is going to be coming out of your 8th house, which has given you health issues. As I said earlier also, that Mars is going to be from 12th of July till the 26th of August in your 9th house. So it is going to give you some financial growth, travels, but not good, not that good for health. So you need to take care of your health, your communication, your relationship with your siblings also. It might just balance out because Jupiter is also looking here. So it might just be balancing out these effects. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. Just give me a moment. I'll just drink water. Okay. So we're going to be doing Libra now. All right. So if you're looking for a reading, a consultation, one-on-one live Zoom call with me, so you can book a reading August 15 slots. After 15th, slots are still available. You can book now, and you can drop an email. The email address is right behind me, vlastrology24@gmail.com. And you can just drop an email and you will get the response from my team in the working hours. So for Libra natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your 10th, 11th, 12th, and 1st houses. 10th house transit, of course, Digbala is being lost. So it will give you some uneasiness at the place of work. Maybe there's a lot of workload, you're doing too much, or you're too attached to the work. Attached to the work also. I've seen people really getting attached to their workplace, people who are working for them, or, they're working together. So they get very emotionally attached. Libra natives, definitely they are like that. And we have a Mercury and Venus also already there. So this will bring about a lot of communication with the people around you. Meetings, too many meetings are there. Too many projects are going on. So you are actually having a lot of hassle matching up your, clock with your work. So you have to just speed up, but do not get burnt out. Take it easy. Do one thing at a time. Don't intermix too many things. So it'll give you, because it's a movable Rashi, So you actually are all the time thinking of work, how to grow, how to make money. All these things definitely are your, thought process. And moon moves into your 11th house on the 9th, 10th, and 11th. Good time to connect with your friends, community you move around in. Get into the deep depth and the detail of everything before going in for investments, rather than just superficially knowing, okay, my friend is doing it, so let me also do it. It doesn't work that way. So you need to be very meticulous. You need to be really figuring it out, what you really want to do, how to do it. Okay. And also there is a possibility of a romance which can trigger as well. Maybe somebody known can happen. Okay. And this is also about, some new people coming into your life. Your community is increasing. Your bosses, your seniors, you're going to be connecting with them. You'll be taking their help and advice. On the 12th and the 13th, moon is going to be in your 12th house, and there's an exchange between Mercury and moon. So whenever there's an exchange, you spot them in their own places. So Mercury is going to be conjunct Ketu and moon going to be in your 10th house. So you're going to be really very spiritual during this time, emotional. You can be very meditative also, or there can be a lot of aggression. Since Ketu has transited here, you must understand this is the place where Venus exalts, but this is a sign where Venus debilitates. So it is giving you some problems in your looks. Maybe you're not too happy with your looks. You're feeling that, your communication is not that proper, or you want to communicate something, you're not able to. So this is giving you issues at the workplace, issues while traveling. So all these are actually giving you a lot of depressive tendency. So you need to really work on yourself and be strong. Every phase is a temporary phase. Remember, everything has to change. Every minute has to, the previous minute was different than the current minute, the seconds also. So you don't think that negative about yourself. I'm good for nothing. Oh, I can't do it. I am going through so much. Why this pain, and etc., etc. See, this is the place where sun debilitates. Remember. So what happens? Things go a little slow in your life. You shine, but shine late in your life. I've seen them. And second house and the 7th house ruler is Mars. So this also, Mars becomes your Marak Graha. So if Mars is transiting a Dusthana, that is your 8th house. So it's minus, minus, plus situation. You'll be making some important decisions as regards to your finances. You will get clarity about your relationship. What is the chemistry and bonding? Whether you want to be in this relationship or you want to break free. So you will have that verdict coming your way, for sure. Good, bad, ugly, whatever, but it is going to change. Thankfully, Mars is going to be conjunct Jupiter. Jupiter is the ruler of your 3rd and the 6th houses. So this might just bring about some relief in your loan, in your disease. You feel better because Mars and Jupiter are forming a connection. So your 6th and the 7th lords are getting connected, no? So any kind of litigation, loan, separation that you have been thinking of, you will just call it off. Because Mars in the 7th house has given you many things, in relationship, good, bad, ugly, and now it is little aggravation. So that's why you want to make a decision fast, whether I want to be in this relationship, should I continue this relationship or not? That kind of a feeling is there. Okay. Mercury and Venus are in here, and when moon moves into your 1st house on the 14th, there's an exchange between Venus and moon. Because whichever planet transits Cancer sign, when moon transits that house, that particular planet's house, there's an exchange forming. So Libra rising people will have an exchange of moon and Venus, because moon will in transit be coming to Libra sign on the 14th for another 2 days, you can add. So this will bring about some major changes in your looks, in your persona, in your personality, in your speech. And you should change. Change is something which is very, very possible. So you don't confine yourself, to the house, to the home, to mother. Just go out, be friendly to others, make friends. Okay. And don't worry about that Mars is the Maraka. Until unless you are in the Dasha, you are in that age group where, you have to go, you will definitely feel that Maraka is working. Okay. So just ignore these things and leave it on to the God. Okay. So that's what. Mars is ingress in your 8th house is positive, for sure. For inheritance also. And for connecting with your siblings also. Reconcile. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. So as per New Delhi, India time I'm taking, you can see it's written up here. Wherever, in whichever part of the world I am, I take New Delhi, India time as my base. Because I learned astrology in India, in New Delhi. So Moon is going to be transiting your 9th house, and there's a Mercury and Venus also waiting for this Moon. So this is a waxing Moon, so it's a good transit because the luck is by your side. And Moon debilitates in your Lagna, so you need to take care of your health from time to time. And whenever Moon is transiting your 1st house, that is Scorpio, so even more. Okay, you can go a little more emotional in your relationships. Moon is going to give you, looking at the bigger picture now, you'll get that clarity. When we are traveling, what happens? Just a sec, I'll just have water. Okay. So, so Moon, is going to be making you philosophical also. You might just meet your guru and you're just learning something new. You join some new courses. You're going to be vocal about whatever is going on in your life. Father's health might just take a toll. So you have to take care. Moon is going to be in your Leo sign from 9th to the 11th of July. So this is the time period where Moon is going to be forming a connection with Saturn and Mars also, Mars in trine. So this might just bring about some changes at the workplace. There can be some policies which are going to change. You might just make some important decisions. Okay, I don't want this project to work this way. So now you will get that clarity. You have been working on this project from a long time. Now you are going to be finishing it. Could be that you're going to be making some strong changes in that as well, in that area. Okay. Maybe PR, visa, etc. If you want to go through that process, you will be going through that. Okay. And any kind of connectivity with the authorities, influential people, employees, these are going to be really, fruitful meetings. Okay. 12th to the 13th, Moon is going to be with Ketu in Virgo sign. Now, there's an exchange between Moon and Mercury. How? Moon is going to be in the sign of Cancer and in Virgo, and Mercury is in the sign of Moon, that is Cancer. So there's an exchange. Straight away exchange is there. So whenever Moon and Mercury have an exchange, it brings about emotional, practical decisions simultaneously. You can be very analytical in one point in time, and you can be very emotional in the other. So that kind of a confused state of mind is anticipated with Ketu energy also prevalent. So you will have some kind of complications in your relationship with your friends, with your older siblings. Maybe you're traveling, you're having issues, especially till the on the 12th and the 13th. You will get that confused state of mind. So you need to be calm. You need to stay focused. What's your goal? So that is why, it's not more the merrier. It's like, finishing one thing at a time and then start the other one. Okay. So then lastly, Moon is going to be on the 14th in your Libra sign. That is your 12th house. So 12th house energy will make you feel quite isolated. You might feel a little low. You might visit a hospital. Somebody has passed away and you just go and visit somebody who is not very close to you, but still you go there. So you feel very emotional about what we are doing in this world. What is this? What is happening? What am I doing here? All those things happen, whenever Moon is in the 12th house. You think of all the worst things of the life of this planet. I might not get water. I might fall sick. Might lose my job. I might not be making good profits in my business. All these negative thoughts will be there, who will be empowering you with moon in the 12th house. You will be in isolation. You will be making some important decisions as regards to your papers, your emails, and, connecting with your siblings also. So this is the time when you should be actually making these kinds of changes as well. Okay. So you should actually be following these 14th. Don't make any, expenditures on things that you really don't need. Also, Mars is going to be transiting out of your 6th house and is going to be in your 7th. So this is a good time period for getting married, because Mars in the 7th house, looking at its own zone, Scorpio, is going to be giving you that inclination also. You have that strong desire now, even more. Take care of your relationships, but your current relationship. There can be something which can trigger you, and you can get a little aggressive in your relationship and break away from that also, just on that small triggering point. It's like everything is boiling right now, it's brewing, but the moment that last nail in the coffin happens, it's over. So you need to be very, very careful, because it's a sensitive one, that you don't get too much involved in your relationship negatively. Stay positive, think positive, and manifest positive energies, and you will be able to save this particular marriage that you're in. Okay. So that's what the reading for Scorpio. There's an exchange between Mercury and Moon first, and then there's an exchange between Venus and Moon first. So this is going to be good for travels. This is good for being philosophical, very positive. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. Now, 8th house transit, people dread, Chandrashtama, as we say, because, you feel that the hell is going to break loose, and I'm going to be really not doing well in my life, etc., blah, 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 blah. Whatever you want to think negative, you will be thinking like that. Because 8th house energy is what? It's a regenerative energy. So you have lot many things going on in your head, and you make wrong decisions. That's why 8th house Moon is not considered to be good. Also, we eat food from the 2nd house, and 8th sign is the exit. So when Moon is food, this 8th house is exit. You can understand that you might just eat wrong foods or wrong dietary regime you'll be following on the 8th of July. So you need to be careful when Moon is in the 8th house. So you will be good to go once you understand or catch hold of that pulse, that why this problem is happening in my life. Why did I eat out? Did you not eat well at home? Or did you not eat right kind of food at home, that you're eating at home also, and you're eating outside also? So you're overeating. So you need to keep a constant check on your thought process. Why you're doing this? Those whys you should answer when Moon is transiting your 8th house. 9 to the 11th, Moon is going to be in your Bhagya house, that is Leo sign, in the 9th house. So this is a beautiful time period. Why? Because you see, Mars and Jupiter are also going to be conjunct here, and the Dharma Trikona, that is 159, gets active whenever Jupiter, Mars, and Sun are forming a connection. Okay. Any horoscope you pick, you will find the trinal houses are the same. Okay, always. So here the trinal houses are 159. That is your Lagnesh is in dignity in the 6th house. Okay. Unfriendly graha sign, and the Lagnesh is the same. So that is how it is going to be prevalent. There is on the 12th, 13th, Moon is going to be in your 10th house, and there's an exchange between Mercury and Moon. So don't make any wrong decisions during this time, please. You might just make some decisions, and it can hurt others. At the workplace also. You will not know. You won't know at all. But still, there is a possibility of getting that kind of equation with your people at the workplace. So you have to be staying calm. Okay. Ketu energy, works in a very detaching way. You don't want to work. You don't want to be with the team. You want to be working in that isolation. Moon is what? Moon is emotions, and Mercury is forming an exchange. So you are very logical at the same time. You are very emotional also about your job, about your work that you're doing. Dual signs rising whenever are there in the Kendra, it is said that they are mixed in their personality also, of the movable as well as the fixed nature. So, these are the dual signs are the neutralizing, actually. They are the neutralizing ones. All right. And then Moon moves into your 11th house lastly and forms an exchange with Venus in the 8th house on the 14th of July. So that's the time period when you will be experiencing some good news can come your way, and there will be some kind of relationship that can trigger. You will be making good chunk of money also during this time. You'll be discussing finances with your siblings, peers, friends, maybe, somebody in the community you move around and they'll be guiding you through. Okay. And it's really important for you to make decisions after taking help and advice of several people. You might just make, because this is the sign who are very freedom oriented. They are very, very stubborn kind of people also at times. So they have that pinpointed approach, as you can see the archer, the archer on the horse. So until unless someone triggers negatively, they will not say a word, but if they do, then they had it. Okay. So that is what this Sagittarius sign is about. So when Moon is going to be in your lastly, in your 11th house, so this might just bring in some close relationships working your way. Okay. It'll be a triggering fact. So take good care of yourself and your health and the people around you as well. Okay. Moon is going to be 14th of July. Yeah. Coming to the next one. See, if you miss out on the dates, you can see it in the first slide. You'll find the dates there. Okay, for Capricorn natives, this week Moon is going to be in your 7th, 8th, 9th, and lastly, the 10th house. So now people who are, old school of thoughts, they will say it's a beautiful yoga for me, because Moon is going to be with Mercury being the ruler of your Bhagya Lord, Venus being the ruler of your 10th house, and Venus being the ruler of your 5th house. So this is a very beautiful transit with Moon on the 8th, especially in the 7th house of yours. So this might just bring about some new relationship. You might just trigger old flames. You might just meet someone and then you feel that, why did I get married to the other person? Or maybe, you're feeling quite detached from your partner, and relationship wise, you're going to be getting into some extra marital also. Venus, Mercury here gives that. Moon is going to be in your 8th house on the 9th, 10th, 11th. Now, 8th house transit of Moon is definitely, the Chandrashtama. So it might just confuse you, make you rigid. You might just make wrong decisions. You might eat something wrong and the exit becomes very difficult, because Moon doesn't like to be here. He's the food after all. So 2nd house ruler is Moon. So you need to really make very important decisions if you have to, where your signing is involved. So you need to be really very careful. Read the papers well. Take the person who is really, literate about that law, as to how is the law working in this kind of a documentation. So they'll guide you through. Okay. And maybe you traveled and you actually had troubles. You lost the job and you're waiting for a job. So this might just trigger the job, and Mars is also leaving the Kendra. So the malefic influence is going to be minimizing and it'll be better also. Then Moon is going to be in your Virgo sign from 12 to the, which I've discussed. And lastly, 14th in the 10th house, forming an exchange with Venus and Moon. Okay. So in case you're looking for a potential partner, you will find one. You should actually be reciting Hanuman Chalisa at least for good 6 days. 6 days. And then we actually, for 6 days, yeah. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. Aquarius, sorry. I think I did the reading for Capricorn, but I wrote Sagittarius. So the previous reading was for Capricorn natives. Sorry, I forgot to change the reading. So if somebody can just change it. So it was Capricorn. All right. For Aquarius natives, you have Saturn over your first house. And in retrogression, also, it is forming a lot of turmoil in your relationship and health wise, also. You're mentally feeling quite drained. Too much of workload is there, and you feel that, I'm not able to cope up. When Moon is transiting your sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth houses, this might just bring about some relief during those days, which are favorable for you. So Moon is going to be in your sixth house. Whenever Moon is in the sixth house, this is the time period when you feel very emotional about your relationship at the workplace with your seniors, your bosses, your co-workers. You're going to be having that servitude attitude. Healthcare industry, if you're in, this is a beautiful time period. You might just heal others by just your presence. That kind of a situation can also be there. And also, if at all I have done some mistakes, please pardon me in the video. Or if you can't hear me clear, there are glitches. These are all live sessions. So it can happen that something is amiss. Okay. So pardon me. So for Aquarius, you must see that on the 8th, don't fall prey to what others are saying about your relationship. It might just trigger some health issues. You have to take care of your knee region, your feet region, your lower abdominal region, and also eat right. You're not sleeping on time. So it can cause some issues here and there. Okay. And also, Moon is going to be in your 7th house after this. So back to back, these kind of transits, just bring about too much of emotions, nurturing kinds. You become very much with Saturn also retrograde. If Saturn was direct, I would have not said this. You become very close to people, attached to people during this time period. Maybe your mother, your siblings, your brother, your sister, your friends, someone, you're very close to. You'll get more closer. And it's also a good time period to get married, to have a new relationship. New relationship might trigger also. And this is also said that, when Moon is transiting the 7th house, you wear new clothes. So you might just buy or purchase new clothes and wear them. Okay. Being the ruler of your 6th house, this is good for your issues that you are facing in your health. You'll feel better. Okay. Suppose you had digestive issues, when on the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, you will start recovering and you'll feel better. So that's what. Moon is going to be in your 8th house on the 12th to 13th as well. And Ketu is there. So this is the time period when you can be little uneasy in your, digestion, lower abdominal region, or there can be some relationship which is hidden might just come into limelight. Okay. Any kind of relationship which you want to hide from the world might just come into limelight. Okay. So be prepared or just take care. Moon is going to be forming an exchange with Mercury here in the 8th house. So this means that you're going to be very communicative. So don't do jabba too much. Just draw a line. It's not advisable with Saturn in the Lagna. You might just be very isolated any which ways. With Ketu in the 8th house, you will feel little uncomfortable here, as regards to health, mingling with people, talking to many people who are, you feel that I connect with. But, it is going to be little difficult for you to mix with everyone. Okay. So that's what. And Venus and Moon are forming an exchange on the 14th in the 9th house. So travels are definitely going to be very favorable for you. Doing any tasks overseas, or if you are already in the overseas lands, left your country and went to settle down somewhere else. So this might be a little problematic phase. You might just feel a little uncomfortable in your feet region, bones region, especially. So take care. Okay. So this is what. Coming to the last one, that is Pisces. For Pisces natives, this week, moon is going to be transiting your 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. 5th house is the house of entertainment, creativity. Venus, Mercury are there. So you might just pick up that, violin or that guitar or that piano that you have not played from a long time. Some artistic bent of mind you will have. There can be some relationship issues also, because 5th house moon is not too happy because this is the place of sun. So moon feels a little uncomfortable here. And especially in the water sign, he's very emotional about the relationship, but the partner is not. So it might just bring about those frictions also. You might just be having some isolation, detaching energies you'll be feeling, experiencing. Though this is a Shukla Paksha moon, that is the waxing moon. So it is gaining strength little by little, and it is going to give you good results also in these areas. If you are a student native, it's a good transit. If you yourself are looking for your children, so this is a good transit for them as well. Okay. Any kind of arrangement that you want to make regarding your higher studies, where to go, which place to go, all that you will be deciding and making some decisions also on the 8th. 9th and 10th and 11th is the time when moon is going to be in your 6th house. 6th house is the house of fitness, regime, your routine, servitude attitude, how servient you are. It's a Leo sign. So you really want to do things for yourself. Or maybe, even if you're working for someone, you will be that authority. You don't want to take orders of anyone. So this might just bring about that friction with your bosses, seniors, co-workers. If you have that nurturing attitude, if you have that nursing attitude, it will be really good for you. This transit can actually turn around everything. So you have to be accepting that you're working for someone. So you need to mellow down a bit. You need to take orders because somebody is paying you salary package by the end of the month. So you need to really prove yourself also. So put that kind of effort and don't have ego clashes with others. Okay. Eat right and follow a fitness regime. Don't be too rigid about your emotions. Okay. On the 12th, 13th, moon is going to be conjunct Ketu and is forming an exchange with Mercury. Mercury is in your 5th house and moon is going to be in your 7th. So this can trigger some relationship. In case you have been having some kind of complication in the relationship till now, it might just be a reconciling time. So the reconciliation is coming your way. And any kind of litigation, loans that you have taken, you might be able to pay them off as well. You might just go for some religious ceremony, you'll be performing or you'll be going to attend. Also, communication-wise, you might be just signing some documents, some important business deals are going to be cracked. So this is an important week for that reason. Lastly, moon is going to be in your 8th house, and there's an exchange between Venus and moon. So whenever Cancer sign is active, remember the lordship of that planet gets in exchange when moon transits there. So here what is happening, Venus is in Cancer sign and moon is going to be transiting Libra sign, which is Venus's sign. So there is an exchange, parivartana happening. What is a parivartan? You change places, your spots change. So Venus in the 8th house might trigger some secret relationship. In case you're already having issues in your relationship, they may get sorted. You can be very emotional about your children, about the competition that you have been, exam that you have been preparing for. So all these energies are going to be really prevalent, and you might just be feeling that, there is something about my looks that I have to work on, or something about my way of conveying others. So you need to be working on all these things. So this is it, I think, for all the 12 zodiac signs. I hope you all enjoyed the readings. Have a great week ahead. Mars is changing signs. I will be making a separate video of the same. If I have not mentioned about it, it is because I'm going to be making a video of the same. That is why the red here as well I'm wearing. Okay. So stay blessed, everyone. Have a great week ahead. Om Tat Sat.